Hey guys, Helvornak Games here again, just going to show you quickly on the Talamh map where to find Shadowmane and Giga. Okay, so I'm just going to jump on my Managama. My current location is at my base, as usual, which is right towards the centre of the map there at 5450. You'll see that I'm kind of based, I'll just sit on top of my base for a second. See, I'm based just at the edge of this. Oops, I've dropped into my base, let's get out of there. There's a large island on a river, on a lake right in the middle. If you go to the edge of that, there is an area of land with a very small lake, and from that point on you'll find wild Shadowmane for the taming. If you don't know, that Shadowmane during the night are highly aggressive and will target you from quite a significant range. They'll turn invisible and you'll see their footprints. First of all they'll walk off, and then they'll slowly walk towards you and eventually attack you, and they can attack you in numbers. You see that one there on the left's turned around now and it's moving towards me very slowly. I'll move towards it to speed up the process. So it's stuck on a rock actually, that one. It's seen me, it just can't get past the rock. So if I move around you'll see what happens. There we go, now it's attacked. So on the Talamh map, this is where we find our Shadowmane. It's the only place I've seen them. Now the other thing to note is Shadowmane can spawn at any level, on this map at least, and I think even on Unofficial, any level up to 500. So you see that was a 190 Shadowmane there just killed. Obviously with taming, 100% taming effectiveness, you'd get another 80 levels on that. So you're starting, your starting Shadowmane would be 270, but there are much higher level ones than that. The way to do it is simply kill every, have a look at the group of Shadowmanes. If they're low level or not high enough for you, just kill them all. Go out of render range, come back, and they do spawn back quite quickly. On this section here, the Shadowmanes share a spawn with the Giga, I've noticed. So if you're looking for Giga, keep killing Shadowmanes, eventually you'll get Gigas spawning as well, and vice versa. If you kill the Gigas, you'll get Shadowmanes. But there's tons of Shadowmanes on here. Kill everything on this side, they seem to share a spawn. I think we've got a bit of lag now. Oviraptor there. Apologies, it's night time. Tapajara. There's a raptor spawning here. There's a group of Shadowmanes there, so I'll just see, we'll have a look at those. They're actually aggroed on me, so I'll just go up this hill. Oh, there's a Giga, as I said. So perfect. There's a Giga, as I say. So the Giga seem to spawn more closer to this cliff edge. I think that one's actually bugged, and it's level 10 Giga. So we won't be taming that one, but I will probably kill it for the Giga heart. I'm assuming at some point they will release the bosses on here, so you never know when you might need a Giga heart for bosses. So, oh, it's escaped. Right, they'll work their way down the hill, like everything in ARK. We'll get a Giga out and we'll have a Giga fight. Come on then. Yeah, we absolutely. So the interesting thing about Giga, in case you didn't know, is that while I've got an Ascendant saddle on and the actual attacks are doing very little damage to me, if you look in the right hand corner, I'm gashed, and that does 5% of my overall health over time. So that Giga has 60,000 hit points, so that's 5,000 hit points every 5 seconds. So you see my health still going down a lot because I'm permanently gashed. And even a level 10 Giga will have around 40 to 60,000 hit points. So don't think just because you've got a Giga you can necessarily kill another Giga very easily. You see there, I took 20,000 damage even with a 251 Ascendant saddle. So you do have to be careful killing Giga, and what I tend to do is kill one or two, and then I take my Giga back, or swap my Giga out for another Giga just so I don't lose my Gigas. Tamed these ones myself. That's a 224 Giga there, bred by myself from wild ones that I've tamed. Wasn't a max level 150, even though it's 224, it's actually bred from some lower level ones. Okay, obviously Shadowmane with this are relatively easy to kill, but these are low level ones, so we'll kill those. Easy with a tech helmet, so On the Atlantis cluster, obviously you can go straight to Gen 2, log on to Gen 2, get yourself a tech suit, come straight back and you've got a tech suit. You just need a few elements to power the tech helmet, and then you can turn the tech helmet on and you can see everything I'm seeing. Mana Gamma are also on this map, and I'll do a separate video at some point to show you where they are. Because for me, they're the perfect killing machine for Shadowmane. Because you don't really want something with melee attacking Shadowmane, because you take damage over time when you hit them from their thorny armour. Although it doesn't really matter if you've got a ton of hit points on your dino, but yeah. So this end doesn't spawn any, doesn't spawn hardly any carnivores at all, apart from a few Dilophosaurs really. But you won't get Shadowmanes or Giga at this end of this beach. So again, looking down the beach, you want to be, get the map up, you want to be at, you can see in the middle of the map there, that kind of heart-shaped island inside that large inland lake. You want to be at the south end of that, on the right hand side, on the east side. That's my Spino I've released to collect fish from me. But if you come down here, you will get wild Spino. That's a wild one, so we'll kill that and get its. Okay, it's not going to collect the Spino cell because of the inventory weight. I've got a lot. I'm carrying a lot at the moment. That's why, so it's overburdening my. If you haven't seen a Giga trap before, my favourite Giga trap is this. It's a Stone Behemoth Gate. Stone Behemoth Gateway, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 metal normal sized gateways. You don't need the doors, and you bring the Giga in. I mean, you can bring the Giga in pretty much with any dino. If you've got a small dino, you can just run through those gates. If you've got a big dino like this, you can come to here, jump down to the other side, so you're outside of it. Giga will follow you in. As soon as it hits those gates, it'll try and turn around to leave. It turns around and it'll get stuck here in this gap because it can't get its head around past the gates. You've got to have the gate doors open in that direction, whichever side it's at. So if it's stuck at this side, you jump off your dino, come around this side, and shut the door, and then walk away. You might die. I'm not going to lie. You could stay on your dino to do that if you want. So for example, imagine I just jumped out the trap, landed here, it turns, it goes the other way, so I'll come around this way and just pop my head through. Whoops, I was going to say, pop my head through there to shut the gate and then just back away. You might take a hit, but if your dino's got 20,000 hit points or something, you're not going to get hit. And it's trapped, and then it's very easy then to knock it out. I say easy, still takes a ton of darts to knock out a Giga, and you will need a ton of narcotic to keep it knocked out as well. Another trap I've got here, same trap, exactly the same idea. Behemoth gate and 8 metal gates, and you want to hit that side of the gate to get it to close, to get it to open in that direction. And another thing I sometimes do is, because there's a lot of Shadowmane spawn around here, I often go up on top of there to shoot the Giga, because it takes so many darts. Like sometimes they run up behind you just like that while you're shooting the Giga and they attack you, but they can't reach you on top of something like that. So that's why I built that pillar. But I built it here because if you build it too far inland, you'll end up stopping the spawns, you'll end up blocking the spawns. So I built it right on the edge, so that the spawns aren't blocked. See how quickly they respawn. We were just round here a second ago. Those 3 have already respawned. We'll have a wander around here. Incidentally, if you cross that water, there's no Shadowmane or Giga spawn on that side, so you just turn around and work your way back up this side. We'll see what we can find. Lots and lots of Ovis here as well. You can see 4 Ovis together there. Another 3 Shadowmane. Okay, so it's 5. That looks like a decent one. So kill that 120 and a 90. Okay, not great. Wouldn't even bother taming them. If you're going to tame one, come and get a decent level one, like something over level 200. Unless it's your very first one, then it is useful to have any Shadowmane if you haven't got one at all. In fact, I think I'll probably do a video soon on how to tame a Shadowmane. Right, so that's about as far as, again, just past this little piece of water there, that lake. Not much further than that. You won't see many Shadowmane beyond that point, so it's worth just turning around and having another look. See if we can find another Giga before we finish off. You never know. There's another Spino over there spawned, look. I can't remember that was there before, I don't know, but we'll take that. Come back later for the Spino sailor. So back up here. And I probably have to kill all those Ovis, to be honest. Let's do that. Let's kill those Ovis. Sorry for them. Stand no chance. Okay, I've killed the Ovis. What we'll do is we'll have a fly away. Get a bit of distance away, and hopefully hopefully the getting out of render should. I'll tell you what, there's tons to show you on this map. I'm not going to show you it all in one video, but absolutely tons to show you. It's a great map. I really, really enjoy it. Well, it's probably my favourite map. I really wish it was released on official. Although I actually love the SS mod, so I'm not sure whether I probably just like to keep it on here, to be honest. Right, so we have gone out of render. Unfortunately, typical, just as I'm doing this video, starts off at night, and then when it's day we have a foggy day. Normally it looks beautiful around here. Okay, so we'll make our way again, same location, back at the east side of the lake, in the middle of the map. There's my first Giga trap. There's my second Giga trap. We'll move our way along the coastline of that first. And if you see, there's the broken bridge that I mentioned in another video. If you go across there, you're into Basilisk territory. Coming round here, might need a few minutes to respawn. It looks like I've killed so many now that they've stopped respawning for a period. So that's okay. I'm glad we got to see lots of Shadowmane, and we got to see a Giga. So now you know where they spawn. One final check of the coordinates. Most Giga I've seen spawn at this very location where I am right here, and that is 47.7, 56.7 on the map. It is literally directly east of that tiny little heart-shaped island in the middle of that lake. So good luck catching your Giga, people. If you do, come on the Talamh map on the Atlantis cluster. My Giga traps are unlocked and available for use. Thanks everyone. Speak to you soon.